Whew. There are a lot of questions today. As you know, Steve Maeda, read my stuff, buy your tickets to 21 convention. You know the pitch. All right, so this one comes from Amin, and it says, "Hi, El Topo. First of all, I wanted to tell you, good stuff." All right, we'll skip that. Although I do appreciate it. This is a long kind of question and comment, but really an important one because this is something that everybody can deal with, and it keeps following this same theme, right? My problem is not getting laid, although I would love to. I think it's a symptom of something bigger. When something is brought, or when someone is brought to this life, he's given a chance which is equal to any other chance. But little by little, your environment starts shaping or limiting you. Wow, what an existentialist, all right. I like this. When I remember when I was about 4 or 7 years old, I find that I was active and a social person. I didn't need mysteries, can openers, or Adam's social circle theory. I would just go to school, talk, have fun with kids, see a cute girl, talk to her. I even kissed one. I don't, but I have always had the idea when you take someone's childhood and destroys you as a kid and you become an isolated person. Some writing's kind of messed up, but hey, I can't even read English well. This person's writing English as a second language, so go figure. He's developed limitations, so he doesn't believe anymore in himself. He is incongruent with this. I think what this is called is, I think of what is called a natural in the community is a normal person, just a normal person who has life in him. Oh man, this is beautiful. He is a person that is socialized with people that he has developed tools of social communication. Man, this is making me excited reading this. You guys should all read this post. This is good. What that he developed. But someone who has lack of social skills suffers from and will always feel behind in this person who's developed his full verbal communication tools. Someone struggles to say a sentence, and when I look back from a third person's perspective, I see that I have always been following people. I didn't have any friends. So-called friends were just using me. It was always nice to have people. Reasons of my last Christmas, I crashed with tears in front of my family, repeated sentence. Why do people always neglect me? I'm always nice to people, but nobody is nice to me. There's a lot more to say. I think that's enough. I don't have a question. I just wanted to share some ideas. But I feel sorry for my English. I'm not a native. It's really sad that you couldn't make it to Stockholm. I wish I would love to come to Orlando. Yada, yada, yada. I've been saving it for 5 months. Take care. Dude. Amin, this is fucking awesome. Excuse the French. Look, let me tell you my story, and what you're saying is right. When we start off in this world, we start off at 0, all right? And stuff which, sometimes we might go up at one thing, sometimes we might go down at other things. Down at social things, up at, maybe education, maybe some other stuff. But look, it gets all out of whack. And when it comes to it, I'm not a religious person. I don't want to make things in religious constructs, but there's great stories that come out of different religions, and then there's a whole bunch of fucked up things that come out of them also. But that 0 point is the most beautiful point that you can have with a person. And that point of 0, not at a point where you're better than them, not at a point where you're below them, not at an extreme, not at a shame, all right? So you got that? You're not going to find your solution in any of those areas. The only solution is to take away from those things. Always the story of innocence in the experience. In fact, one of my favorite people that points this out, I just pointed out so many times, but I always reference William Blake. He was this hippie poet guy. He did all the etchings for the Bible, but he wasn't really a religious person. He was kind of like this crazy hippie artist dude. But he always said there's the innocence in the experience. You start off innocent, you gain experience, and you go back to the innocence. But you cannot achieve that last level of innocence without that crazy experience. And let me tell you something about my life, all right? People, I'm pretty social. I can talk about a lot of things. I'm pretty experienced with some stuff or whatever. That doesn't mean shit, all right? That means nothing in the human experience. When I am talking to a girl, when I'm talking to a guy, when I'm talking to anybody, that, to me, I'm not a religious person at all, is an experience of purpose, is an experience of, it's a spiritual practice. It's the only thing which can make me feel at that 0 point again, where I'm equal, all right? look, we need to be in love with being a human. That pain that you feel, look, I have had it. Most of you guys don't think I have. I mean, I have. Dude, I know what it's like to fucking have your life be thrown in the fucking gutter. I know what desperation is, man. I know what it's like to fucking starve so bad that you gotta steal to make, you know, whatever it is you gotta get, all right? I know what it's like to have my anger turn into an activation and so I can't stop. I know what it's like to have those things rule my life. I know what it's like to hate myself, you know, to the core. And in order to get over those things, I need to look at them. I didn't need to say, hey, look, I gotta stop doing whatever, I gotta stop doing this, I'm gonna turn my back on it. I needed to look at them and say, man, that is who I am. That is my point of shame. That is my self-perspective putting in action, or put into action. You know, in order for me to get back to zero, I didn't need to look at the exaggeration. I didn't need to look at, you know, look, I love AFC Adam. I didn't need to look at some social theory of whatever. What I needed to look at was I needed to be able to look at me, at my identity, and be proud of it. And how can you be proud of acts in your life which are completely screwed up and bizarre and whatever? Well, look, it takes a level of honesty, and it takes that sort of courage to do that. It doesn't take courage of opening up set after set. It takes courage of going like, hey, look, this is what I am, this is who I am, and I'm willing to take a look at it. Am I gonna change it today? Maybe, maybe not, but I'm willing to look at it. And once I can look at it, then I can share it with somebody. Because I can guarantee you, Amin, guarantee you, that every girl who gets everything that you think she gets everything she wants, she can relate with you on every level. And if you can take that core part of yourself and share it with somebody, that's a beautiful thing. The most I can say to this is, look, in the next couple months, we're going to be launching this thing that is an identity PDF and video series, and it's free. Do it. And you know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I have to offer. Just stay on my website, theredmole.com, sexual life, where it's going to be there's going to be a lot of stuff. Look, I wish I could see you in Stockholm. Maybe we can make the communication more consistent in some way. But what it is about those things, and that's just the perspective. I can give you some actions to take on it, and hopefully in these next couple videos, they will shape what those actions might be. But look, your pain in the world can be one of the most beautiful things if you know how to express it. If you don't, it just stays within you and it defines you. All right. The way that I know, I can only speak from experience to get that out of there, is to actually be able to look at it first, and we base our actions off of that. Look, man, there's more to come. Thanks for all this stuff. We're gonna make stuff kick ass. Man, I love you guys. All right.